Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a combined haul. Over the weekend I was at a car show and they had a swap meet there, and so I found a few things at the swap meet, and then the rest of my haul is going to be from IKEA. If you know what IKEA is, I'm sure most of you do. So let's get started with what I got at the swap meet first. So the first thing I got at the swap meet was this silver platter, and it is international silver plate. For lasting beauty, use international silver polish. So it is real, at least real plated silver. It has these like cute little feet on the bottom, and I just thought it was a really pretty like design, and I don't know, I just really liked it. I have a bar cart that I think it might fit on, and if not, then I'm just going to use it as like a backdrop in some of my decor over here. So I picked this up and then two other items with it, and I think I paid $40, so a little more expensive, but you'll see in a minute the reason why. So this was the first item that I picked up. I'm gonna set that over here. Okay, and then these were the other two items that I picked up along with that from the same seller. They are cast iron. They're just little figurines. I don't know anything about them. I haven't researched them, but I just thought that they were really unique. And this one's standing on a guy's head. I'm not sure who this is supposed to be. I'm gonna have to do a little research on that. And then the other one that I got, unfortunately, has one broken wing, but I still thought she was so cool. So she's got her wing here, and also cast iron, but you can see here she is missing a wing there. But I don't know, it just really appealed to me. I love the form of it and very unique. I've never seen one like that, so I'm not sure where these came from or came out of, but yeah, I just couldn't pass them up. I just thought they were so cool. So that was really the only thing that I got at the swap meet. I also got, oh, you know what? Hang on. I lied. There's two other items that I have to grab from the swap meet as well. Okay, I'm back. So I also picked up this Borden's, it's like an old milk jug that they would have delivered milk to your house in. And I paid, I think, $3 for this. So it's an original, and I just really like the graphics with Elsie the cow on there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but she's very cute. So I thought for $3, I have an Elsie the cow creamer, like little pitcher that you put cream in. So I thought, oh, this matches and it would be cute with my decor. I actually don't have any milk jug containers, so I just thought for $3 that was a good buy. And then the other thing that I grabbed for $4 was this cool old beer can. It's empty, but it says Christmas brew on it, and it's by, I think that's Shell's beer. I don't know, I just thought that can was really unique. You can kind of see there's like a elk head or something on there, and some holly and ivy. I just thought it was a really unique can. I've personally have not seen a can like this before. So he had a few of them, but I just wanted to get one, and I'm gonna put it up with my other beer can collection. So just thought that was kind of unique. So that was everything that I got at the swap meet. There wasn't a whole lot of stuff. Most of it was car parts and stuff like that. So but today I took my mom and we went, because we celebrated Mother's Day late, so we went to IKEA today. So and in saying that, I had to stop at my uncle's house on the way to IKEA, and he had pulled a couple things out of his basement that used to be my grandpa's. One of them was holding nuts and bolts. You know, some people use tins to put nuts and bolts in just to hold them, and the other one was I don't know, in with his bowling stuff, I guess. But anyways, he gave me 2 tins. The first one is a little old-fashioned Band-Aid container. It's empty, there's nothing in it, but the graphic is very cute on it. It reminds me of my grandma. And there's a little graphic on the back as well. And it is metal. And it's pretty clean inside. So I'm gonna add this to my, I have a cabinet that's full of like apothecary bottles and stuff, so I'm gonna add this to that. And then the other can that he gave me that had the nuts and bolts in it was Fisher's Salted Spanish Fiesta Peanuts can, and I just thought that was so cute. What a cute can that is. Very old-fashioned, in very good shape. It was just holding like nuts and bolts and stuff, so yeah, I just thought that was so cool. So he gave me both of those because he knows I collect that kind of stuff. So okay, so now there's actually, I keep saying like, oh, I showed you everything from the swap meet, and then I keep seeing things that I forgot about, so bear with me. One more thing I got at the swap meet. This was the last, truly the last thing, and it was this copper bucket. It might be brass, I'm not 100% sure, but I loved the graphics on it. It's got rings on both sides. And I'm gonna put I'm gonna put a plant in this. So that's why I bought it. It was $5. It's not super heavy, but it's got some weight to it. One side is a little better than the other, but I just really liked the graphics, and I thought it would make a really good container to put a plant in. So that's what this is going to be used for. Okay, so now we can move on to what I got at IKEA, which I keep saying like, oh, I don't have anything else, but truly now that is, I'm done with that. So, okay, so the first thing that I picked up at IKEA today was 2 faux plants. They're not real. They're like, so they're all bound up right now. I haven't undone them, but they're like a long hanging plant. I found that I have 2 more of those hanging macrame hangers that hang from the ceiling. I found them in my drawer, so I was like, I need plants to put in these. And I thought, I don't have to keep like, I don't want to worry about plants dripping in them though, so I think I'm just going to put fake plants in them. So I got this one. I got 2 of the same ones, and like I said, they have like a little tab around them right now, but otherwise they're very long and flowy. They're really pretty. So I got 2 of those, and they were like $5 a piece, I want to say, at IKEA. So I picked that up to put in those macrame hangers. And then what did I get next? I got some cookies of all things. These are the K4Rep. No, I don't know what brand they are. Maybe just IKEA brand, but they're Ginger Thins cookies with almonds. So I don't know how they're gonna taste. I don't know if they're any good, but I figured I'd try them. I think they were like $4. And there's like a whole sleeve of cookies in there. So I like ginger cookies, so I figured with almonds it might be good, but we'll see how the flavor is. I don't know. Sometimes you never know. These I have gotten many, many times at IKEA. This is probably my 3rd buy of these. I think they're reusable, washable baggies, basically, that you can put your lunches in or sandwiches or whatever you want, fruit. There's 2 different sizes and 2 different colors. So they look like that when you open them up. So you have the bigger size and then the smaller size, and they're pink, very cute. They can be washed, or you can use them once and throw them away. I wash them if I can, and if I'm like not in the mood, then I just toss them. But they're like your Ziploc bags, basically, is what they are. But you get 2 different sizes in one box, and these are around like $5 or $6, I think, something like that. And I'm not sure how many's in here. 25 each. There's 25 of each size, so that's pretty good. So I got that, and then I got the smaller ones too, which I've actually never bought the smaller ones. These are like sandwich baggie size, like the smaller ones. And there's 25 in here also. And they're like a light pink with like polka dots on them. So that's the seal up there. And then they kind of look like that, if you can see that. So yeah, I think this is a really good buy. Like I said, the other ones are like my third or fourth time that I've purchased them because I really like them and they hold up really well. So even if you do wash and reuse them, they're not like the thin little baggies that get holes in them. Like they hold up great. So, and then I also got another package of cookies. Apparently I was craving cookies today. I don't know. These are oat cookies, and they're the kind that you have with your coffee because they're real hard, you know. So I got a box of those. I think they were also like $4. So these are oat cookies. They look like that. And it's a pretty good sized box of cookies. So hopefully they're good because I've never tried these kind before. So we shall see. Okay. Set those over there for right now. Okay, so then what else did I get? I got some jars, which is not super exciting, but I was excited to get them because I like stuff for my kitchen. So I got this jar here. It looks kind of like an old, kind of reminds me of the old milk bottles, and that's what I'm going to put my milk in, because I use oat milk. So I'm going to put it in this bottle instead of having it in the carton. I just think it's ugly in the carton. So, you know, it's just an aesthetic thing, but I just really liked it. And it's a pop top like that, simple to open. And it also comes with, on the bottom, you can see that's the ring to like keep the suction in. So this I think was like $2 or $3, very, very cheap. So I picked up one of those. And then I also got 2 of these big ones like this. So I'm gonna put my cereal, my dry cereal in these because again, I feel like I have boxes of cereal everywhere. So I just wanna combine it and put it in one of these nice looking jars instead of having boxes everywhere. So that's what I'm planning to do with these 2. I have 2 different boxes of cereal open right now, so I'm gonna put one in each. And I just think they're a little more aesthetically pleasing. And again, these were literally like $4 or $5 for these big ones. So you can't go wrong with that. Personally, I really like IKEA. If you have one in your town or city or somewhere close by, I'd highly recommend checking it out. Basically, it's 2 floors. It's set up like, the first part that you go into is set up like displays, like living room displays and kitchen displays and bathroom displays. So you can kind of like create your own living space, and they can help you like create it and how much it'll cost and stuff. Or you can just buy the little things that they add into the displays, such as like these are in their kitchen displays and like, you know, stuff like that. So I really like it. So you go through the whole maze, seeing all the displays, and then you eventually end up in the market where you can purchase all this stuff. So I highly recommend it. The prices are pretty good. You know, obviously there's some things there that are pretty expensive, but for the most part, I'd say a lot of their stuff is decent priced. So, okay, so the last thing that I got at IKEA, and probably the most expensive thing, I paid $35 for this, and I hemmed and hawed about it, like, do I need it? But you know, I'm a plant lady. I love plants. So this is a real plant. This is not a fake. I got myself, let me see if I can lift this thing. Okay. This tree, it's got a little friend with it. And I have it in a bag right now, but yeah, that's what I bought for $35 was this tree, and it's real. And so the pot on the bottom, make sure it stands up, is about the same size as that metal pot that I just bought at the swap meet. So I'm gonna put the tree inside that pot, so it's gonna work out perfectly. So I'm super excited about that. And I felt like that was a good price for a tree, because I feel like if I would have bought that like at, I don't know, one of our local like nurseries, probably would have been like $80. Like, seriously. So I decided to cave and spend $35 on it, because, and I live like 2.5 hours from IKEA, so it's not one of those things where I could have thought about it and then went back and got it. I mean, I can, but like, I didn't really want to make another 2.5 hour trip. So I decided to just get it, and I'll find a place to put it. So that is my little haul. I know it wasn't anything terribly exciting, but I just wanted to get it out there before I started putting everything away, because then you got to try to collect it all again and you miss stuff, and you already see how I was already missing stuff. So yeah, I was super excited to go there. My mom really likes IKEA too, so I took her there today, and my other sister, so we had a really good day. So anyways, if you like these kind of videos and you want to subscribe, that would be wonderful. I'd love to have you here, and give it a like, give it a comment if you would, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.